Chandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Shri Nam Sankirtan ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 5, Narada's instructions on Srimad Bhagavatam, text number 24. Te mai apetha kila chapalerbake Dante drita kridanake nuvartini Chakru kripam yadyapi tulya darshanaha Shushrushamani manayolpabhashini Te mai apeta kila chapalerbake Dante drita kridanake nuvartini Chakrukripam yadyapi tulya darshanaha Shushrushamani munayolpabhashini Te mayapeta kila chapalirbake Dante drita kridanake nuvartini Chakrukripam yadyapi tulya darshanaha Shushrushamani munayolpabhashini Word meaning te, de, mai, unto me, apeta, not having undergone, akila, all kinds of chapale, proclivities, arbake, unto a boy, Dante, having controlled the senses, Drita Kridanake, without being accustomed to sporting habits, Anuvartini, obedient, Chakruhu, did bestow, Kripam, costless mercy, Yadyapi, although, Tulya Darshanaha, impartial by nature, Shushrushamani, unto the faithful, Munayaha, the Muni, followers of the Vedanta, Alpabhashini, one who does not speak more than required. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Although they were impartial by nature, those followers of the Vedanta blessed me with their causeless mercy. As far as I was concerned, I was self-controlled and had no attachment for sports, even though I was a boy. In addition, I was not naughty, and I did not speak more than required. Purport. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord says, all the Vedas are searching after me. Lord Sri Chaitanya says that in the Vedas, the subject matter are only three, namely to establish the relation of the living entities with the personality of Godhead, perform the relative duties in devotional service, and thus achieve the ultimate goal, that is going back to Godhead. As such, Vedantavadis or followers of Vedanta indicate the pure devotees of the personality of Godhead. Such Vedantavadis or the Bhakti Vedantas are impartial in distributing the transcendental knowledge of devotional service. To them, no one is enemy or friend, no one is educated or uneducated, no one is especially favorable and no one is unfavorable. The Bhakti Vedantas see that the people in general are wasting time in false sensuous things. Their business is to get the ignorant mass of people to re-establish the lost relationship with the personality of Godhead. By such endeavor, even the most forgotten soul is roused up to the sense of spiritual life, and thus being initiated by the Bhakti Vedantas, the people in general gradually progress on the path of transcendental realization. So the Vedantavadis initiated the boy even before he became self-controlled and was detached from childhood sporting, etc. But before the initiation, he, the boy, became more and more advanced in discipline, which is very essential for one who wishes to make progress in the line. In the system of Varnashrama Dharma, which is the beginning of actual human life, small boys after 5 years of age are sent to become brahmachari at the Guru's ashram, where these things are systematically taught to the boys, be they king's sons or sons of ordinary citizens. The training was compulsory not only to create good citizens of the state, but also to prepare each boy's future life for spiritual realization. The irresponsible life of sense enjoyment was unknown to the children of the followers of Varnashrama system. The boy was even injected with spiritual acumen before being placed by the father in the womb of the mother. Both the father and the mother were responsible for boy's success in being liberated from the material bondage. That is the process of successful family planning. It is to beget children for complete perfection. Without being self controlled, without being disciplined, and without being fully obedient, no one can become successful in following the instructions of the spiritual master. And without doing so, no one is able to go back to Godhead. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Takanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So while chanting the Mangalacharan prayers, so we should not overtake the speaker, So it is, if the speaker meditates properly, he can speak something on Krishna consciousness. But if he gets disturbed, then there is, our time will be wasted, So if we want to chant on our own pace, so we can chant silently to ourselves. So otherwise, you can just follow the speaker and chant. Sound नहीं आ रहा? कैसे करना पड़ता है? Hare Krishna. So now today we have this wonderful shloka, which is in this section where Vyasadeva was disturbed because after writing all the Vedic literatures, he was still disturbed. So then, he was seeking help, and a spiritual master, Narad Muni, so he very clearly mentioned that exclusive description of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the only thing that can satisfy the living entity completely. And so in that connection, so he also is recounting his own personal life. So he is mentioning that. So in that, he was a son of a Shudra, and then during the 4 months of time, the Bhakti Vedantas, or some nice pure devotees. So they actually happened to stay up, in their place, and then he got an opportunity to serve. So generally the sannyasis or like exalted devotees, they keep traveling. Why is that they keep traveling? Any idea? Huh? Oh, yeah, they don't get attached to one place. So, like, it is very, very essential that the spiritualist, so they don't, all their activities are optimized in such a way that, they don't develop material attachment and they develop spiritual attachment. So, anything to do with matter, so they will, all of us have to relate with matter because we'll have to sleep, we'll have to eat, we'll have to, dress ourselves, and so many different things are there. So, like the spiritualist performs all these activities in such a way that he doesn't develop attachment, right? So, generally, the spiritualists wear single color dress. Why? Because there is no need to choose different colors. So, like there is not much of attachment towards that, and then they keep traveling to different places and things like that. So they don't develop attachment to any one place. So anything, any matter, if you spend some time with that, so then naturally you will develop attachment to it. Dhyayato vishayan pumsa sangateshu bhajayate sangat sanjayate kama. So like the attachment develops. So as we spend time with something, so the attachment develops. So that is why it is the spiritualists try to see that those things which they want to have it permanently, they try to choose things which it doesn't have much variety, so single this one, and then those things, it's possible to change, they keep changing, so it is place and stuffs like that, they keep doing that. So but during the rainy season, the Chaturmasya, so during that time, so it is generally not conducive for travel, so they stay in one place. So this 4 months like are the time where these Bhakti Vedantas actually stayed in a particular place where this boy, it happens to be this this boy's place, and then he got opportunity to render service to them. And so there are nice qualities that are mentioned. So these qualities are very, very important to meditate upon. So it is mentioned, although they were impartial by nature, those followers of Vedanta blessed me with their causeless mercy. So these devotees, as it is mentioned further in the purport, that these devotees, they are not partial, that I will give mercy to somebody and I will not give mercy to somebody else. So but still, among so many people, so they chose this boy, Narada in his previous life, so they chose this boy to bestow mercy upon. So, this is not considered to be partial. So even, this is mentioned that Samoham Sarvabhuteshu Name Dveshya Astina Priya. Huh? What is that? E bhajanti tumam bhaktya maite teshu chapyaho. So now we see that here also Krishna also mentions that I am equal to everybody. He is distributing mercy to devotees, he is distributing mercy to demons, everybody he is distributing mercy to. It is not that he is choosy in his distribution of mercy. But then if somebody qualifies, or if somebody is pleasing the Lord very much, so then naturally he gives special mercy to them. So this we will discuss as it comes in the purport. And here the boy has got the special mercy. And so some of the reasons or some of the things that kind of attracted the Bhakti Vedantas to bestow mercy upon, so that has been mentioned here. So mercy in itself says that we don't deserve something and we get that. So that is the basic definition of mercy. So we don't, what do we deserve? So like deserve means like whatever is we are rightful owner of. So earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego, everything belongs to the Lord. And then even the living entity itself belongs to the Lord. So we ourselves belong to the Lord and nothing belongs to us. So that is a very important thing. So even this body is given to us, that's a mercy. The air that is we are breathing, that's a mercy. And anything that we are able to get, it is simply by the mercy of the Lord. because we don't possess anything or we don't own anything. So anything that is given is simply a matter of mercy. So that is why it is pride means ajnana. No? So pride means what? Like I'm supposed to have this or I am possessing this. So that means it is avidya or ajnana. So like knowledge means to be grateful. No, because that is the reality. No, the reality, in reality, nothing we possess, but then still we have been given with so many things. So a person of this kind of a nature, so even if he happens to be a rich person, or even if he happens to be a pauper in the street, so still he'll be very, very grateful. And if the heart has this gratitude, so then nobody can make you sad. No, always you'll be happy. So this is the basic quality of being very satisfied and happy. So if gratitude is there, so we can always be happy. No, and if gratitude is there, so then naturally, so gratitude is another symptom of humility. So gratitude is there, naturally a person can chant very nicely. He can relish Srimad Bhagavatam very nicely. So all those things can happen. So so here it is mentioned what all the qualities that basically attracted the sadhus to bestow mercy upon this boy. So it is mentioned here, as far as I was concerned, I was self-controlled. So danta means like the self-control. Having controlled the senses. So danta means having controlled the senses. So this is also very important principle. So anybody who wants to make advancement in Krishna consciousness, so he regulates the sense gratification. He doesn't do like in the outside world we see that when people gratify their senses, so then they are glorified. So but in devotee circle, so people who control their senses, they are actually looked upon as the role models. So he was self-controlled and then had no attachment for sports, even though he was a boy. So he was like the boyish activities or the childish activities. There are a lot of childish activities. So generally the children are very restless and they are more like their sense gratificatory desires are very more. So like grown-up children or grown-up people, so they generally control their senses. It's like if there is two brothers are there in home, so like both of them want to have a chocolate or something like that, and it's only one. So what will the parents tell? The parents will tell like बड़े भाई को बोलते हैं like छोटों को देना चाहिए. You are grown up. No, you should be renounced a little bit. So right. So naturally, like when people grow up, so they their life is more and more sacrifice and renunciation is expected. So if bada bhai ko ऐसा होता है, and then if they become parents, so then first of all they should take care of the children, and then they see that the children are taken care, and then after that their needs are taken care. So and after some time, so they are supposed to renounce even that, and they should take vanaprastha, they should take sannyas and things like that. So as we grow up, so not just in the age and also in the spiritual advancement, so more and more renunciation is actually expected. So here Narad Muni is telling that though he was small boy, so where it is an age of so much of attachment and so much the children actually cry that whatever they want, they immediately they want it. Whatever they desire, immediately they want it, and then they will cry that that has to be given to them. So but here he is mentioning that kind of a attitude was not there in him. So he was sense controlled, and then had no attachment to sports, even though he was a boy. So like all the frivolous activities or all the activities which are which are meant for sense gratification, so was absent in him. So in addition, he was not naughty, and he did not speak more than required. So like naughty behavior is again, it is the nature of the children, because they don't know, like more foolish. When a person is more foolish, so he will have more desire for sense gratification, and when a person is more knowledgeable, so then he become calm and peaceful, right? So, and then he did not speak more than required. So, whatever is necessary, only that much it needs to be spoken. And so, in this connection, in the Nectar of Instruction, Srila Prabhupada mentions anything you remember, like in control of speech, what does Prabhupada write? Huh? Speak about only Krishna, so that is control of speech. Then, huh? That is control of tongue. Okay, so control of speech, reading scriptures.
When a person speaks, then he will come to know like he is.
So when a person opens his mouth, then we will come to know whether he is fool or a wise man. So then, any other example Prabhupada uses there? Frog. Frog and the snake, right? So the frog keeps on, making sound, and then it just invites the snake. In the same way, when we are not Krishna conscious, or when we are not capable of speaking about Krishna, so then we should keep our mouth actually shut. That is very, very essential. Otherwise, we will just simply invite the snake of eternal time, or the snake of Maya, to come and actually devour us. So it is a very essential quality that he is Alpa Bhashini. He was very, very he was speaking only that much what is required. So then in the purport Prabhupada is writing, the first and foremost thing that Prabhupada says here is all the Vedic literatures is searching after the Supreme Lord. And we know that what is that? Vedescha sarver ahameva vedya. Ahameva vedya. That is of all the Vedas, only the Supreme Lord is to be known. And all the Vedas, the Vedic literatures itself is a exercise of training people how to search for the Lord. That is the whole purpose of the Vedic literatures. So they actually give a lot of different prompts, for the living entity to identify that I am something beyond this matter, and I am spirit soul, and soul doesn't exist just like that. The soul is part and parcel of the super soul, and then beyond the super soul there is the pastimes of the Supreme Lord exist. So all these things, the Vedic literatures actually prompt the living entity to enable this search, and this search continues even till when this search continues. So one devotee was nicely mentioning, so the Goswamis of Vrindavan, they are considered to be very, very exalted souls. They have attained perfection. And what they were doing, He Radhe, Vrajadevike Lalite, He Nanda Suno Kuta. Even search continues there also. So even in the most perfected stage, also the search is continuing. So where is Krishna? Right? So this is very, very essential, that the searching for the Supreme Personality of Godhead is very essential. So that is why those people who are not very advanced, they'll be very proud that I attained Krishna, or I took darshan of Krishna and things like that. So the exalted personalities, they always keep searching for Krishna. So even though they attain Krishna, or even though they have darshan of Krishna, so they are able to chant the names of the Lord very nicely. So they are able to relish Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is all darshan of Krishna. So but still they consider that I have not got darshan of Krishna. So one nice example, which actually makes this point very, very evident and clear, is that those people who are drunkards, so if you test their blood group also, alcohol will be there. So, but still, what they will be doing? They're searching for bottle. So that is what happens. When somebody is fully Krishna conscious, so they will be constantly searching for Krishna. So this is the nature of somebody who is fully absorbed in a particular particular entity or particular activity. So now this search for Krishna is there, and Lord Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Vedas has three different subjects, three very prominent subjects. So that is Sambandha, Abhidheya and Prayojana. So Sambandha means to understand what is what, who am I, and what is this material nature, and who is the Supreme Lord, and what's the relationship that exists, things like that. And once that relationship is understood, so then so one actually works to attain perfection in that relationship. That is the ultimate goal of attaining Krishna Prem or going back to Godhead. So these are all synonymous. And the in between thing is the abhidaya, the process of attaining the Supreme Lord. So in fact, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he has written a book by the name Dashamula Tattva. So like it is a very, very philosophical and very nice book. So which talks about 10 different important elements that needs to be understood. So what is mentioned here as the Vedas contain the three subject matters. So the same thing is elaborated in terms of 10 subject matters. So this 10 subject matters, if I remember correctly, the first subject matter is the pramana. So the pramana, like why the Vedic literatures, how the Vedic literatures are the pramana to understand the other three subjects. That is Sambandha, Abhidaya and Prayojana. So like that has been very nicely dealt with in one subject. And then I think the next three subjects are about Krishna. So I don't remember exactly at this point in time. Like one is that Krishna is full of rasa, and Krishna is so three. You have what is it?
Krishna is the supreme absolute.
Krishna
possesses all potencies, and Krishna is the ocean.
So like Krishna is the supreme absolute truth. So like the Vedic literatures have the absolute truth as Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. So establishing Krishna is the supreme absolute truth. So that is one aspect. Another is Krishna is full of various potencies. He is Parasya Shaktir Vividaiva Shruyate. He has got unlimited potencies and capacities, and then he is full of rasa. He is a personality with whom we can develop relationship, and then he is very nice and reciprocating in various relationships. So this is three subject matters in connection with Krishna, Sambandha about who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then the next three is about the living entities, right? So
Jivas are eternally separated parts of the Lord.
So jivas are eternally separated parts of the Lord.
They are subject to Maya's influence.
They are subject to Maya's influence, and they can go back to the spiritual world, right? So they can come out of, they can get liberated from this material existence. So this is three subjects which deal with the sambandha of the living entity itself. And then we have material world ka bare mein ek hai na. Jivas and the living entity are simultaneously one and different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then the next is the process of Abhidaya, the process of this devotional service, the 64 items that are there. So how one can get engaged in these various items, to revive one's, the goal, one's original position, that is to attain Krishna Prema. So like now you see the first is Pramana, that is Pramana, or the this one, the Vedas are the Pramana. So to establish that is one subject. And then three subjects pertaining to Lord's existence or Lord's nature, and three subjects relating to the living entity. So now 3 plus 3 plus 1, so that is 7. So the eighth one is the living entity and the Supreme Lord. So living entity and the material nature are both simultaneously one and different from the Supreme Lord. And then so how to attain the goal, that is Krishna Prema. So that is the Abhidaya. So and then the goal itself, description about the goal itself. So if we don't know the description of the goal, so then we will not have the impetus to attain the goal. So this same three subjects have been elaborated into 10 subjects, and that is very nicely presented, very technically presented. And so like generally the Vedanta Vadis, so Vedanta means to come to the end of the Vedas, that is to search for Krishna, or that is to like become attached to Krishna. So that is technically called Vedanta. So but then so the common understanding of, or it has been monopolized, this word Vedantist has been monopolized by the Shankara followers, because they spend a lot of time studying Vedanta. In fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was criticized by the Varanasi sannyasis that you're a sannyasi, but you don't study Vedanta. No, so because one of the what are the different meanings of Vedanta? One is Vedanta means Krishna. Vedeshcha sarver ahame vedya. No, Vedanta krit veda viteva chaham. So end of all knowledge is coming to the point of understanding Krishna. What other meaning is there for Vedanta? The Vedanta Sutras. Vedanta Sutras. Why it is called as Vedanta? Because essence of all the Vedic literatures is finally composed in the form of Vedanta Sutra. And is there anything else apart after Vedanta also? We see that the Vedas, the essence of Vedas is given in Upanishads. The essence of Upanishads is given in Bhagavad Gita, and the essence of Bhagavad Gita is given in Vedanta Sutra. And Vedanta Sutra is further elaborated in terms of Srimad Bhagavatam. So ideally speaking, the real Vedanta is Srimad Bhagavatam. So because that is Vedanta means like the end of the cycle, or end of the channel. So we see that Srimad Bhagavatam comes in the final point. So one who knows Srimad Bhagavatam, so he is considered to be Vedantist. So in fact, sometimes Srila Prabhupada uses this phrase. I don't know the reference of it, but Prabhupada uses this Vidya Bhagavata Vadi. So that means somebody has studied Srimad Bhagavatam. So that means he has reached the end of knowledge, or he has graduated. So that is the graduation point, is to study Srimad Bhagavatam. So ideal Vedantists are those people who study Vedanta, who are devotees of the Lord, who study Srimad Bhagavatam. And is there any other thing that scriptures talk about as Vedanta? Coming to the point of Vedanta. In Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime also, it comes, especially Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's discussion with Mayavadi sannyasis. Coming to the point of chanting the holy name of the Lord. No. Coming to the point of constant chanting of holy name of the Lord. 2-4 घंटा सब लोग chanting कर लेते हैं. So coming to the point of constant chanting of the names of the Lord, even for some time. This is little difficult thing to understand. Even for some time, if somebody comes to the constant chanting of the names of the Lord, so that is considered to be graduation of all the subjects of the Vedic knowledge. So it is. So they are called as the Vedantas, or Bhakti Vedantas, and they are impartial in distributing the transcendental knowledge of devotional service. So they don't discriminate between who is to be given, who is not to be given, because they know everybody as part and parcel of the Lord, and they relate with every part and parcel of the Lord in a equal samadrishti. So this is a very, very essential quality for a person to make advancement in Krishna consciousness. In fact, it seems to be a very important quality even in the practice of jnana. A person who is in the lowest rung of Krishna consciousness, that is trying to attain Brahman realization, even for him, remember that shloka, amanitvam adambitvam. So in that there is samachittatvam, that has been mentioned in this one. So equipoised, or not having biases and things like that. So it's very, very essential, this quality, and it is naturally found if an undergraduate, or if a person in not undergraduate, probably the initial stage of perfection, that is Brahman realization, even to attain that, if somebody needs to be balanced and not be partial to anybody, so then obviously a person who has attained the status of a pure devotee, so definitely he will have this impartial dealings, right? So then to them there is no enemy or friend, and no one is educated or uneducated. So no one is especially favorable and no one is unfavorable. So they would distribute mercy to everybody. So the Bhakti Vedantas see that people in general are wasting time in the false sensuous things. Their business is to get the ignorant mass of people to re-establish the lost relationship with the personality of Godhead. By such endeavor, even the most forgotten soul is aroused to the sense of spiritual life, and thus being initiated by the Bhakti Vedantas, the people in general gradually progress on the path of transcendental realization. So this is the nature of the Bhakti Vedantas. They are, they just see the fallen condition of people in general, and they try to distribute their mercy. They try to extend their mercy to them, and they don't consider any consideration. Patra apatra na deke. So like we see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, he doesn't see whether somebody is qualified or not qualified, right? So, but still, is there any other consideration to distribute mercy? Huh? So, faith is a consideration. No faith, no Shraddha Mulya Shuddha Naam, Sehata Tebekai, and Adhikari Deke Naam, no Beche Dorakashi. No, there is how much of Adhikar a person has got. So, based on that, the like different version of holy name is distributed. So, like more purer version of holy name one will get. So, when somebody has got more faith, if somebody has got less faith, he will get accordingly. So that discrimination is there, but then the discrimination on the basis of birth, discrimination on the basis of wealth, discrimination on the basis of bodily strength or power, or educated, uneducated, so these kind of discriminations are not there. So but then the discrimination is there on the basis of faith, so that is there. And also here another aspect of discrimination is actually mentioned here, so which is about the ability to control the senses, and then being being obedient, and being disciplined. So this is also very, very nice thing, which attracts the mercy of a pure soul. So towards the end, Prabhupada actually highlights that particular point. So everybody are given mercy. Everybody are, prasadam is distributed to everybody, and books are displayed to everybody, and holy name, whether they like it or not, we can thrust into their ear holes, so that is all there. So but after that, if somebody shows an interest, and shows faith and interest in hearing about Krishna, so then he'll get special mercy. And after that, amongst them, so if somebody wants to hear more, they will get even more special mercy. And amongst them, if somebody exhibits humility and discipline and sense control and things like that, they will get even more special mercy. And then in this way, there is many different this one classifications are there. So where more and more mercy of the Lord and devotees can be attracted. So here specifically in this particular it is spoken about the danta, the discipline, that is specially mentioned here. And also like in this particular section that we read, like the business of the pure devotees is to constantly chant about the Lord and distribute that mercy of the Supreme Lord to everybody. So in fact, the distribution of mercy was nicely mentioned by one statement in the Shadgoswami Ashtakam. How did they save the people, the Goswamis of Vrindavan, how did they save the people from the sinful life? Govinda Ganamrutai. Papo Tapa Nikrantano Thanabrutam Govinda Ganamrutai. So by chanting the pure, unmotivated and then uncontaminated glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so without any offense, so when they repeat the subject matter of Krishna consciousness as it is, so then we make so much of difference in the lives of people. So now, like if we have realization, if we have realized, at least even Brahman or Paramatma, if not Bhagavan, so then you can possibly share your realizations, and people will become benefited. So, but then if we don't realize, then it is better to repeat the realized soul's words. Otherwise, like when we speak our own so-called realizations, sometimes like we will put people in more bondage because it is not transcendental sound vibration. It is cooked up in my material mind. So, and then it is fully filled with three modes of nature, and then we make people more and more like no into three modes of nature. So we can still speak realizations which are completely in line with the scriptures and completely in line with the no subject matter, which is no or how the scriptures are talking about. So if any realization comes on the same lines, no, then we can share that realization. So our realizations are not to be subjected, no, to the no conformance to the scriptures. No, without that we cannot no speak our realizations. So Govinda Ganamutai, so like the perfected souls like Srila Prabhupada, so when they speak, no, when they write pages and pages of purport, so it is transcendental sound vibration, no, because they are realized souls. So they are apt to be no repeated, and by that no we can actually liberate the souls. So we ourselves can come up with so much of no new ways of presentation and things like that. So better to avoid that, and we can present the Krishna consciousness as it is, the subject matter as it is, taught by the liberated acharyas. Right. So then now here we see that so these Bhakti Vedantas, so they become compassionate and they initiate people into Krishna consciousness, and so when they are initiated, so people in general make gradual progress in the transcendental realization. So what is this? What is the understanding of this one initiation? Initiation means what? Beginning. Okay. Yeah. Taking shelter of the Lord. Then bestows transcendental knowledge. What we are supposed to do after initiation? Follow the instructions of spiritual master. So basically, one is supposed to engage in the angas of bhakti. So the spiritual master, what are the this one that is taken, like vows that are taken? In essence, chant Hare Krishna. So minimum. So then, like why minimum? Because we cannot chant throughout the day. So like at least do other devotional service throughout the day and chant at least this much. And if possible, like you can chant throughout the day. So that is this one. Minimum. So like that means maximum is not defined. So then next thing is avoid offenses, and then avoid sinful. This one. Don't commit sin. Don't commit offense. Only perform bhajan, only perform devotional service. So that is the point. So initiation means like a spiritual master sees that a person is qualified. He is this guy. If I initiate, he will only do devotional service. He will not do any nonsense. If the spiritual master gets that kind of a confidence, so then he initiates the person. So now keep doing this thing. So keep on performing this. Keep on engaging in the angas of bhakti. Throughout your life. So if you do that, so then gradually what happens? Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu, and like anartha nivritti happens, and then like nishta, asakti, ruchi, bhava and prema, and all these things actually comes. So now initially, the devotee is initiated into the process of systematically, studying or systematically performing these angas of bhakti based on rules and regulations, and later on. The same angas of bhakti, the same thing. He's not going to chant any different name or no different thing. He's going to chant the same Hare Nama. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama eva kevalam. So there is no other means of deliverance for us in this age of Kali. So the Harinama is the topmost. In fact, it is the topmost. Golokera Premadana. It is the greatest treasure. Even in the spiritual world, this is the greatest treasure. So if anybody says like, no, there is something greater than the holy name, he's actually a fool. And if anybody says there is something greater than Srimad Bhagavatam, he's also greatest fool. So like his attachment for the Supreme Lord becomes so intense that he engages in the same angas of bhajan, which he was previously engaged based on rules and regulation. Now he is going to engage with great eagerness to attain the Supreme Lord. So just like we discussed, He Radhe Vrajadevi Ke Chalalite, He Nanda Suno Kuta. So this is what is the mood of all the Goswamis. And they were also chanting the same, Hare Krishna mantra, and they were also studying same Srimad Bhagavatam. And to the exclusion of all other things, they would spend hours and hours, chanting the names of the Lord and studying Srimad Bhagavatam. And then they also produced many literatures, which are all offshoots of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the Pramana Mamalam, or it is the topmost of all the literatures. In fact, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally demonstrated by spending almost like maximum time with Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is the sign of an advanced devotee. He would not budge from the chanting of the holy names of the Lord and studying Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? So this is the king of all literatures and the best of all the names of the Lord, or best of all ways of executing devotional service. So that's why we constantly keep speaking about developing attachment to the holy name and Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is the purpose of initiation. So one is supposed to develop attachment to these two things. Initially, regulated way, he should engage in these two things, and then gradually over a period of time, he will develop intense attachment to attain the Lord. So now, it is also mentioned about the Pancharatrika Vidhi, like elsewhere in other places, like Srila Prabhupada nicely mentions. In fact, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells that essence of all the Vedas is the holy name, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's spiritual master, he told him that you just you don't need to study Vedas, you just simply chant the Hare Krishna mantra. And there Prabhupada actually writes, the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra is for liberated souls. It is not an ordinary thing. Coming to the point of chanting the names of the Lord. So if without being liberated, so if we chant the names of the Lord, so it may or may not work. If we are like very, very intense in the process of accepting the chanting of the names of the Lord, it will definitely work. But in general, it may not work. So that is why the Acharyas very nicely brought in the Pancharatrika Vidhi, or the deity worship. So deity worship has a capacity to lift a person's consciousness from material to spiritual. And from the spiritual plane, if somebody chants the names of the Lord, he will make tremendous progress. So that is why the like acharyas, when they give certain process, so, and especially like acharyas like Srila Prabhupada, who is like very, very great personality, not just an ordinary acharya, an acharya who's chosen for distributing the holy name everywhere. So like when they introduce certain procedures, certain things, that has to be taken very, very seriously, because they know Krishna, and they have a complete vision of what is what. And when they create a scheme, it is a perfect scheme. Like when we just simply put faith, Yasha deve parabhaktir yata deve tata guru tashyete katita hi artha prakashante mahatmana. So when we put faith in the the process given by a exalted acharya, so then we make progress. So but we make when we don't have faith in Srila Prabhupada or the teachings given by Srila Prabhupada, then we simply fall. So like so it is very, very essential to have faith in the acharya. So and time to time so many different people will come and tell so many different things. So but we should not budge. We should have faith that we have Srila Prabhupada, who has come to save all the living entities, and who has given us painstakingly, he has given us teachings. And a person who is very strongly connected to Krishna and come for the project of delivering everybody, and very, very vocal about attaining Krishna Prem and going back to Godhead. So he would not have cheated us in giving some substandard knowledge. He would definitely have given. And when he has told that if you simply follow my teachings, you will go back to Godhead. So we should have 100% faith in the teachings of Srila Prabhupada. So with this, like the initiation subject, like we were just like mentioning that once we take initiation, we should follow the execution of the angas of bhakti on a regular basis without any fail every single day. And in this way, like the boy Narada, he became more and more advanced in discipline, which is very essential for one who wishes to make progress in this line. So the discipline is very, very essential. So we also have many things which are disciplined, which is the time of the morning program, and then the activities that we perform. So we keep repeating the same thing again and again and again, repeatedly. So many times people have this one, especially in Kali Yuga, people want something kuch to hatke, so वही चीज like हर रोज कर रहे हैं, like कुछ तो हटके करना चाहिए, इससे कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. So कुछ तो like out of the box कुछ करना चाहिए. So but then the spiritual practice, in fact, like in the Vedic system, right from karma, jnana, yoga, and bhakti, everywhere. So it is the same practice, again and again they keep repeating throughout the life, right? So that is the whole thing. We are not here to get something like every day कुछ नया change and things like that. ड्रेस से लेकर कुछ चेंज होने वाला नहीं है, सब यही है. मरने तक यही ड्रेस है, मरने तक यही हरे कृष्णा है, मरने तक यही भागवतम है. So the key thing is that we have to keep repeating the same thing again and again, right? So all variety is there in the spiritual world, and and also the holy name itself can unlock unlimited variety of spiritual world, right? So external variety, we should not be looking for the external variety. A sincere spiritual practitioner, a serious spiritual practitioner means he is not looking for external variety, he is looking for the internal spiritual variety, variety in realization, the variety in yesterday I was there in Anartha Nivritti, and today I should reach Nishtha. And after that, then when a person reaches prema, so then again he'll lose variety, na? Huh? There is unlimited ocean of rasa is there. So there is nobody can measure the amount of variety that exists in the level of prema. So don't worry that there is lot of variety is there, but don't search for the variety outside. If you search for variety outside, inside ka variety band ho jayega. So either one side only we can go, right? So search for internal variety and going deeper and deeper in Krishna consciousness. So then here it is mentioned that so this discipline is very, very essential for making progress in Krishna consciousness. In the system of Varnashrama Dharma, which is the beginning of actual human life, small boys after 5 years of age are sent to become brahmacharis at Guru's ashram. And when these things are systematically taught to the boys by these, be they the king's sons or like the ordinary citizens' sons. So yesterday, while taking Bhakti Shastri, one devotee asked that, Prabhu, you are speaking about Varnashram, you are speaking about Dharma, Adharma and stuffs like that. So we are sending our children to, schools, which is generally teaching avidya only. So they are not teaching vidya. So then vidya means like everything, in connection with the Supreme Lord, when it is studied, so then it becomes vidya. So but when it is the beginning portion is not there, end portion is not there, in between kuch to ek आधा पक्का चीज हम सीखते हैं, so then that becomes avidya. That is not useful. So now the modern education is teaching avidya, so then we are sending our children to these schools. So what is ISKCON doing about it? Expected when you study his books and when you understand the philosophy, first thing that he expected was you will quit the material life, and then you will become devotee. And after you become devotee, what will you do? So at least now we have the material job is there and different things are there. We are able to do some things. But if we have to pull out from there, so what will I do and how will I maintain myself? So did Prabhupada give me this one of what to do and how will we maintain ourselves? So what you need is food. Food is not growing in the factory. Our food is not growing in our computer and things like that. And, so kitna bhi ki dabayenge. Lastly, when you become hungry, you need some grains, and grains come from fields. If you have a small piece of land and if you work hard, then you will get food, and then you don't need to do exercise separately. When you grow food, automatically exercise happens. And then natural air, like all of us when we went to Ahobilam, everybody could smell the natural air. And some devotees were telling, Prabhuji, it is too pure. No, I'm not able to tolerate. Our system is not trained to accept so much purity. and they come back to Bangalore. No, अभी थोड़ा pollution के साथ air मिला, like no, now I feel at home. Right. So, anyways, that no, like in the Varnashrama system, that no, this one is good, and then no, children can be taught. No, like so many people are there. No, all people, no, all Prabhujis, Matajis, everybody quit the job, and then they are there in the field. No, imagine that situation. And then, no, so much time is there to spend with each other. So much time is there to study Srimad Bhagavatam. So much time is there to chant. And if you work for 3 months in the field, no, you will have sufficient for like entire year. No, or if you are like little more greedy, no, you want to be little more rich. No, want to have more grains. Okay, do fasal, no, nikal denge. So then, like it is 6 months. No, still 6 months you have got to like fully engage in Krishna consciousness. So much of this one is there. So then only thing, and then earning is there, and what you do, like there is so much things are there to do actually. So much things are there to do. So in that way, like ideally speaking, the city preaching should be a funnel saying that like इधर से भागना चाहिए हम लोग. No, job quit करो और जाओ farm community का तरफ. No, so and like initially at least first few people should take this bold step of staying close to the nature and then executing the instructions of the acharyas. How they have guided us, and then if few people actually demonstrate, they can happily live in this kind of an environment, and it is very close to nature. See, now you see. Milk, we don't have the idea of how the milk is coming from mother cow. It is quite distanced, and there when we are there, we will directly know that okay, cow is giving the milk, and then if sometimes the cow is sick, or the cow is not able to give milk, so we will know that emotional feelings and things like that, and then we'll be dependent on rains, and like Parjanya Anna Sambhavat, and then Yajna Karma, like what is it? Yajnat Bhavati Parjanya. So like only by the mercy of the Lord, we will get rains. So we will, the whole understanding itself, even for our day-to-day basic necessities, we will be dependent on the Lord. The dependence on the Lord and the Krishna consciousness becomes natural, in a setup, which is quite natural in this one. And when here what happens, like you want water, so you can you pay money and you get as much water as possible. And how this water is coming? So like the people who's naturally supposed to take or enjoy this water, so they have been deprived, and the water is extracted from there and it is given to you, and then you don't know like how much to use, how much not to use, and things like that. So like jitna chahiye utna use karte, and then like you exploit, and then somebody else suffer, and all that suffering kiska पेट में मार के हम लोग पी रहे हैं, so all that suffering will come to us back. So we have to be disturbed. So there is no possibility that we will happily live in the modern kind of situation. So it is not possible to happily live in this condition forever. So it has to come to an end. So that is why it is very essential. This Varnashrama system is to be followed. At least if we cannot follow, at least we should speak about this. It's very essential. And so in the Varnashrama system, a brahmachari is a small boy, 5 years old. He's sent to the Guru's ashram, and there this discipline and all these things is very nicely taught. So nowadays children go to the school, and they see that other boys, like they are bringing cell phone, or they are bringing some smart watch and things like that, and then they have unlimited things to enjoy, and so they have this idea that they should be awarded sense gratification in the form of the mobile, and in the form of TV, or in the form of nice foodstuffs and things like that. So, and there is no discipline. So if the Guru's ashram, if they are sent, and if all boys are without smartphone, and if all boys are like having the same rice dal and sabji and things like that, तो किधर से idea आएगा कि like I need to have chocolate, I need to have mobile and things like that. Idea आएगा ही नहीं, उनको पता ही नहीं है. So then everybody is doing that, and they will follow. So it is an age where they follow, no, and in that age, no wrong things are put in front of them, and naturally they follow. So the training was compulsory not only to create a good citizen of the state, but also to prepare for the boy's future spiritual realization. The irresponsible life of sense enjoyment was unknown to the children of the followers of Varnashrama system. So the boy was even injected with spiritual acumen before being placed by the father in the womb of the mother. In fact, I had been to one devotee's house, and the devotee very lovingly told the child that, like Prabhuji has come, you can give a little bit of water, you can bring water. So then the child, very proudly told, why you cannot give? No, and the father could not say anything. Chupchap jaake pani leke aaya. So this is what, they're trying their best. It is not that, they're trying their best, but then they also have to send the child to the school which is teaching avidya, and then they also have to allow them to mingle with children who are fully untrained children, and they just, and maximum time they spend time with them only, and parents are devotees, and parents ensure that the child doesn't spend time with them, and they ensure that child spends maximum time with the either with the demonic education or the other children who are not trained in Krishna consciousness. So naturally what will happen, so the culture of avidya is given, so then naturally they become they pick up the demonic principles very easily. And here it is also spoken about the Garbhadan Samskara. So that is the training or the discipline actually starts right from before even the living entity is attracted to the womb. So when it is like, if you see what kind of environment you arrange, that kind of living entity will come. So if you prepare the environment neat and clean, so then a soul which is in mode of goodness will come. If the environment is very dirty and obnoxious, then a soul of that nature will actually get attracted to that. So everything depends upon that. If you prepare a nice environment, so then a nice soul actually gets attracted. So the Garbhadan Samskar is essentially, like, the Samskar is about being pure at the bodily level, being pure at the mental level, intellectual level, and also in the spiritual level. So by observing certain rituals and things like that, so then the preparation can be made. So when both the husband and wife are in a pure state of existence, so then naturally, when they combine, so a pure living entity is attracted to the to the family, and that is beneficial. It is a trainable living entity. So now we are in Kali Yuga, all accidents only happen. So कौन किधर पैदा होता है कुछ guarantee नहीं है. So then mostly like garbage in, garbage out. So this formula only works. So then like when they come, so we break our head to train. So parents also break the head to train the children, and also when they come to IVF, here also we break our head to train. It is very difficult to train. So but if say like the parents become responsible, and if they attract a very nice soul, so then they can also train nicely, and even if they want, they will want to become very serious in Krishna consciousness, and they will further training, they themselves will on their own they will take up. So that is a very, very nice thing, and society also will become very peaceful, right? So this is the process of successful family planning. It is to beget children for complete perfection. So without being self-controlled, without being disciplined, and without being fully obedient, no one can become successful in following the instructions of spiritual master. And without doing so, no one is able to go back to Godhead. So the mercy is impartial, like the devotees are impartial, the mercy is also distributed impartially. So but to accept the mercy, one needs to have these kind of qualifications. So the initial mercy anybody can receive. But further and further mercy, if somebody wants to receive, then he needs to adopt these kind of things, these kind of qualifications. So with this I pause here. Any questions or comments you can take? Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for the wonderful class. My question is, you mentioned about Vedanta's spirituality. What is the difference between Govinda Vasa? We understand that Bhagavatam is a commentary of Vedanta. What is the difference? Is there any difference in there, Govinda Vasa?
See, actually speaking, there is no difference between any of the spiritual literature, but in that specifically, the verse to verse, commentary is there, and also a specific language is also there, which they use, for technically, discerning this philosophical subjects and things like that. So this is how much I know about the Govinda Bhashya. So, like, I've also got a book, but never got a chance to study that actually. So, but Srimad Bhagavatam is a more free flow, natural commentary on the Vedanta Sutras.
So it is written by Sridhar Swami.
Govinda Bhashya?
Govinda
No. Baldev Vidya
Bhashya.
Bhashya. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
So, Prabhupada in later in 1972 mentioned that this plan of this movement is in 4 phases. The first is Sankirtan, then temple construction, third is initiation, and fourth is Varnashram college. So, they said that every center should have Varnashram college outside of the city, so that before the city people, the congregation people, they shift to farm communities, they will get trained how to actually do those activities.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, what is response point of view in building this?
We should do. So now all of you are all ISKCON. You should do. ISKCON is not just buildings and things like that. ISKCON means devotees. And you are part of devotee and you should do.
So, like, Prabhupada wanted KSRs to build Varnashram college or like brahmacharis to engage?
See, always it is the full-timers and the brahmacharis, they set the first path, and then further, Varnashram is meant for grahasthas, so, and they should be doing it. So, but they will not be able to do it on their own. So, initially we have to set up, and then we have to set the ground properly. And brahmacharis, when they graduate a little more, they can travel and preach, after taking sannyas. Yeah. Anything else?
प्रभुजी, लास्ट पॉइंट आपने बोला कि Christian mercy everyone will get, but for further mercy we have to do like what exactly?
Yeah, it is mentioned now. So we should develop our faith, by execution of the initial process, and we should become disciplined, self-controlled, obedient. All these things. When it increases, then naturally, like, more mercy is attracted.
You mentioned that time to time people would come and say different things. You should not judge. You should be having faith in Srila Prabhupada. That means that you should be reading Srila Prabhupada's book at initial phase of our life.
Yeah.
Let's say 5
No, all times of our life. We should study Srila Prabhupada's books.
Not even touching other acharyas like
No. It's not like that. See, studying other acharyas is definitely part of this one and Srila Prabhupada's instruction as well. But my seniors have given a very nice rule, to check, or the thumb rule to check. So if you are studying previous acharyas and if you think that Prabhupada has told something else and they have told something else, you are not able to draw a straight line connecting all the dots, previous acharyas and then the current acharya. If you are not able to draw a straight line, that means you have not understood. So that means you should come back to the latest acharya. You should study nicely. Then you should go, step by step. So first you should study Srila Prabhupada. Then after that, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. After that, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So that is the system of studying the previous acharyas. So if we don't, the later acharyas give more clarity than the previous acharyas, for us. So Prabhupada gives the maximum clarity to us, in the subject matter concerning to Krishna consciousness. So like we study that, and then we study Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur's work, and then Bhaktivinoda Thakur's work, then go like that in the parampara. And all the time we should check, are we able to draw a straight line? If we think, if our mind says that no, this person has told something, this person has told something, this person has told something, and it's all opposite, I am not able to connect straight line, that means we should come back to the latest acharya and study again. So we are not qualified to study the previous acharya's works if you are not able to see that how they are all in one line. Like that.
So first initial step how one can take, like we should have
study Srila Prabhupada's books.
Then one realizes like, oh, I have understood.
Then
Under the guidance,
under the guidance, no, he should go to Bhakti Samsas Thakur, but not leaving Prabhupada's this one. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, you said that anyone can receive the initial mercy, but if someone want the special mercy, so he have to be self-control and self-discipline. And you also said that sannyasi also not live in the same place at so much time because they get attached. But we are the one who live in this material world, and we also should at one place. So we, it's natural human tendency that we can attach, and so how can we
See,
self-discipline?
it is, the discipline also differs from different ashramas. So like the sannyasis, they take a very, very rigid vow of not being attached to anything in the material world. But a person who is not a sannyasi, who has not given up his home and things like that, so for him, a different level of detachment is being expected from him. So everybody is expected to become detached. So one devotee was mentioning that even marriage is is an act of renunciation. So that means I will live with only this woman and not live with any other women. So that kind of detachment. So different kinds of detachment has been defined. So but everybody must renounce. So to their ashrama and to their this one, whatever level they are. So according to that level, they should develop different degrees of renunciation. So like if we follow the varnashrama dharma, that is pertaining to grahastha life. If we follow varnashrama dharma that is pertaining to different ashramas, so then they will describe what is feasible, practical in that particular stage of life, and then we can make further progress as well. Right? So like that. So in this stage, like we are expected to stay in one place. So that's okay. That's okay. So be attached to this one, but don't be attached to other things. Or don't get attached to others' property. Be attached to your home only, not attached to others' home, and things like that. So that also is a very nice thing. Okay. So there are no questions, like few devotees can share some points and then we can wind up. If mood of gratitude is there, then we will always have humility and we will always be happy. Nobody can make you sad. Mm-hmm. Nice. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for one point which I took this. The search never ends. It goes on. Search for Krishna goes on. Therefore, there is no limit and there is variety in that. We can ever.
So in this we can see in book distribution also. So who will the next person not take the book? The search keep continuing. That's a perfect service. Yeah. Very good.
Being obedient and simply is very much important because it attracts the mercy of your soul.
Being obedient and discipline, it attracts the mercy of pure souls. Yeah. Any other points?
After understanding the after understanding the sambandha and prayojana, we also always have to try to find the ayojana and the proper processing we have to
Abhidaya.
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 To get the final goal.
Nice. Hare Krishna.
Saying that the liberated souls, they speak or feel the realization that actually removes the bondage. But when we are saying, so we must be like our realizations should be in the line of parampara, or we can just repeat the realizations of the day.
Sure.
Otherwise that will create more bondage.
Yeah. So we should not, in the name of preaching, we should not put people more into material existence. So we should share the realizations of the exalted souls like acharyas. That.
When we put faith in Acharya's words, we can advance in Krishna.
Yes. Very good. Yes.
As we grow up in our material life and spiritual life, more renunciation is expected.
So more renunciation is expected. So it is expected because you will develop more knowledge, and naturally, when knowledge is there, the natural corollary of that is renunciation. So if renunciation is not occurring, that means we are not growing in knowledge. No, we are still foolish. No, we are not. Our knowledge is not developing. No, like that. Yes, Prabhu.
So only glories of the Supreme Personality can satisfy living entity. And if we are not speaking about the glories of the Supreme Personality, then we should shut.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of Vedanta Sutra, so we should read it.
Nice. Hare Krishna. What other Vedanta Sutras are there? One is the Vedanta Sutra itself. The Vedanta means like Srimad Bhagavatam is there. Then holy name. No? So these are all like Vedanta. No? Yes.
So foolish people have always desire for sense gratification, and the knowledgeable people who always keep calm and peaceful.
Or they'll speak about Krishna.
This point is very much. We should have strong faith and process what Acharya said for us. We should have strong faith. And they can set this type of process that we can uplift us from the material.
Yes. Hari Hari. So we'll stop here. Antaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.